But welcome, people, to China for F2. I have somehow made my way into the commentary box for the first time for the season. I am commentator number 2 for IZ92, and as always, I'm joined for the first time by the number 1 commentator for FormulaOCE. It is Abyss.
Yeah. Afternoon, everyone, or good night. Good night, technically. But yeah, will be very interesting here in the next hour and a bit. A couple of races and qualifying sessions. So lots to look forward to in the next couple of hours.
So this is actually my first.
We've got try in qualifying.
Okay. I was going to say this is my first time commentating F2, so this is going to be a new experience for me because I usually commentate, or I used to commentate the F1 leagues, but F2 is just something different, you know. How about OCE? Yeah, so I got the full track map up. I got telemetry and lap data and bit of detail, so everything is Gucci on my end.
Fastest lap tyre on.
Well, at the moment, only Goats for Life, number 2 in P5. Or currently in P5 is the only one on mediums. Actually, he's gone back on the softs. So we're half an hour here, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, this is the first time myself commentating
We've
F2.
got someone coming out.
Yeah. But there they are. It's coming towards the end of the pit lane.
There's a couple of them.
Oh, Black Hammer. It's Goats for Life coming
Black Hammer and Splash, or it's your boy Splash. So we got Splash and Goats for Life coming out onto the track. Oh, as well as I believe that's Broken Reptile. No, that's Little T as well. Coming out just in front of Splash. So on the outlap here, they're going to be warming up their tyres and really just getting a feel for how much grip this track is going to hold.
Well, I don't mind the strategy from Little T on the mediums, because we know. Oh, Little T's had a moment there coming out of turn. I think it's turn 3. Oh, lucky he didn't bin it into the fence. But as I was saying, don't mind the strategy from Little T on the mediums, as we all know, the softs on the F1 pretty much die after about 4 laps. So the best strategy is to start on the mediums, but with a feature and a sprint race, you probably want to set aside mediums for the second race. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, definitely agree with that one. The tyres are the main priority in F2. You've really got to look after them and really nurse them to get the best result out of them throughout all the races and maximise your overall position come the end of the sprint race.
Yeah. So the question I put to you, because I have watched a couple of the F2 races, is it worth winning race number 1 and starting in 8th, or is it worth finishing 8th and starting 1st?
In my opinion, from what I've seen, you want to win that first race in the feature race. Dutchy's done it a couple of times in round 1 and 2, and it seemed to prove quite good for him, especially because there is more points awarded in the feature race than in the sprint race. So I think definitely you want to get that first win on the board, get the confidence up, and then see how you can work through the rest of the field in the sprint race.
I'm just on board with Goats. He's done a 27.5 first sector.
Also on board with Goats, and he's going to be the first one to cross the line and put in a lap. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what lap he sets.
I don't know what Little T did in the first sector, but it would have been a 27.5. He's done a 59.5 middle sector. So So at least he's under a minute in the first 2 sectors. This is probably where you want to be. Gets a smooth run out of the snail section. Oh, I got that glitch. I hate that glitch. The rev glitch, I mean. But coming towards the hairpin, braking just before the 100-meter board. Oh, he's got a little bit too deep there, and
he's invalidated.
He's invalidated. Yes, you are correct. But will he finish off the lap? No, he won't.
He'll be next across the line.
He'll be coming in.
On the mediums.
Someone else has invalidated. It's your boy here, 4 has also invalidated.
A little bit of wheel spin coming out of the hairpin there for Little T. Let's see how he takes the final corner. Yeah, a bit cautious, but a good exit. DRS open and across the line. The first lap here in China is a 47.8.
Splash does a 45.913. He's on the soft, so it is a 2-second gap, but I think Little T can definitely improve on that lap time. And we got Stroke Racer coming around the final corner. Really
didn't take as much speed as he could have there, but
48.9, so 3 seconds off the pace, but I'm sure he will improve. I think that's Black Hammer at the start of the lap. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Your boy here
we've got
has invalidated again. Who's that coming behind him? Is that
Broken Reptiles on an outlap?
That's a Reptile. Is that Sparky? Yes, Sparky will be the next one to cross the line. Coming towards the hairpin, let's see where this man breaks. Just in between the 150
about 125 meters, yeah.
Yeah, right about there. Hairpin, oh, bit of wheel spin again, loses the back end. Coming towards the final corner is Sparky, and will he set a Sparky lap time? No, he won't.
He goes P2.
47.7. Yeah, still 2 seconds off, and someo's had an off. I think it's your boy. Yeah, it's your boy here. He's into the fence.
He's invalidated twice and then put the car in the wall at the end of turn 3. So really struggling to get grips with this car, and he won't want to be driving backwards for too much longer. He could get that disqualification. You just want to flick spin this one now and get back on. He's got away with driving backwards, so we do know that bug does occur sometimes. And he's still struggling. He's at the wall again.
1 and 3, Splash and Lil T have done both of them have done a Lewis Hamilton here into the pit lane. Oof.
Have they?
Oh yeah, they both went deep into the fence, but luckily there was no wing damage. Stroke Race has gone for another lap.
Coming.
So
he's a 10.5 down through the second sector, and he does not improve.
He did not improve yet.
Black Hammer coming across the line, and he does a 47.1 and puts himself in a P2. 1.2 seconds behind Splash, who still has the pace of the field at the moment.
And I think who is that? Let's go for life. So Broken Reptile is going to come with the hairpin, just braking after the 100-meter boards. Probably where you want to brake.
Much better line. That's probably the best line we've seen through that hairpin yet.
Oh, loses the back end a little bit. That might cost him about a 10th or so there. Does not through the car.
Line through the final corner.
And it is
DRS open, and it's a 45.7. He's done it on the mediums too. A brilliant lap there from Broken Reptile.
It was a fantastic lap time from Mr. Reptile.
Sparky comes across the line. He's improved by half at second, but will not move any spots. He stays in P4 for now.
But
next up coming across the line is going to be, it's your boy here. Is he on a lap? He is. A bit cautious with the final corner. DRS now open up to the line. Oh, he's on a 2:30. Never mind.
That's just to put a lap time on the board. That is.
Yes.
That's just, yeah. That's all it is. Like I would.
Like I'm a 4/10 up.
Oh, he's gone for another lap. So obviously the softs are probably working better in these conditions. It's not as hot, but it looks of it. It's very overcast. It's very dark. So I don't know much about the FW setup. Oh, lock up in the final
a bit
corner.
deep for Black Hammer.
Oh, that's cost him a lot of
He's not
time.
going to improve after that error.
No, he lost all of his time at the final corner there. I think Stroke Racer had been an incident. Yes, he has. I think he's lost some front wing as well. No, it's all good.
This thing just ran out of petrol.
Good.
That's the life next across the line.
Yeah, that's a much better entry and exit that we've seen here tonight, and he gets a
And that's the best lap.
45.442. As Reptile did another lap. Oh my god, he improved. Purple Finals. Oh, Oxygen Thief goes to the top.
Your
Dutchy goes to the
championship leaders go 1 and 2 as they are in the driver standings currently, and Dutchy's putting himself a second ahead of the rest of the field.
I was going to say there's nothing separated between Goats for Life and Broken Reptile. Literally, a piece of paper separates them. Literally, yeah, nothing happening. The Oxygen Thief comes to the top, and then Dutchy onto the top. I think it's your boy. He improves to a 49.7. Still 8/10 off Stroke Racer, but still a long way to go in this qualifying section. Still 19 and change left.
Black Hammer up by 2/10. He's had to back off though. That'll be the end of this run, you'd think, for Black Hammer, unless he is going to go again. But he's already done 2 laps, depending on how much fuel he's decided to chuck in this car. That will be all. Nah, into the pits he comes. Pro on an out lap. Alright, now Ghost for Life coming up to the hairpin, brakes at about 125 metres from the corner, throws it in, and then on the accelerator very cleanly through there, and he comes into the pits.
Would expect Reptile to come
Reptile
in. Yeah, he's
right
coming
behind him, and he does the same thing. What about your championship leaders, Dutchy and Oxygen? Dutchy's on the lap.
They both are.
Dutchy is going to improve this one by 2/10 and further extend that lead out the front by now more than a second over the rest of the field, and just showing his dominance as the driver's standing shows.
Yeah, Dutchy pretty much dominating the championship so far. I saw the opening race at Australia where he threw away a race win, an easy race win, but since then he's just dominated really, as Oxygen goes purple first sector, nearly 2/10 up in the first sector, so he's got some clear air. He backed off on his second lap, so he's on another push lap here. Gets very, very tight.
He's done that quite well through the double left-hander. Very easy to lose the rear of the car as Sparky's disconnected, unfortunately. Hopefully he can jump back in. 5/10 up on his Oxygen Thief, so he's on a very good lap here.
So that will put him in about 44.5, but I think Paddy Crow's the next one across the line. He's at the hairpin. I'm just watching. Oh, someone. I think that's Paddy Crow.
That's Paddy. He's lost it
he's
at
lost
the
it.
exit of the hairpin.
Yeah, I just saw them in about the white dot just going ever so slowly. Ooh, that is. Oh, there's a flicker. The rain is here, ladies and gentlemen. I just saw in the chat. Lil T says Jeff says rain in 5 minutes. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The flicker has come alive, and well. This is now going to be interesting.
Oh, 44.7 from Oxygen Thief. Improves to only 4/10 behind his teammate now. And Univertosi putting a second on the rest of the field.
Oh, this is going to be interesting now with the rain.
Lil T up by a second.
He looks up at the hairpin. Track might be getting a little bit too wet here.
Let's see if Lil T can hold this as the conditions continue to worsen, and across the line he will improve by a second and put himself P6. Good lap from him, and now the rest of the boys have all freaking out. Everyone is coming out on the track realizing that maybe they need to get in a lap before this weather becomes too torrential for the dry tyres. Chunky Snags improves to P3 and does a 45.2. Good lap from him. As well as Stroke Race coming across the line behind him. Unfortunately, not improving on that lap though.
He's up there on mediums. So, let's have a good best. Yeah. He's done his best lap on softs, so this is going to be interesting to see how Stroke Racer goes on these mediums.
Well, let's see what lap Paddy can do. He was 7/10ths down, but hasn't actually done a lap. And he's going to gain all that time that he lost in the third sector. It's not going to be a best lap that he can do, but he's going to put himself P7 with a 46.3. As he comes across the line. Korg now coming across the line.
He's at the start.
He's only to start a lap. Maybe a little too long in the pits there for Korg. May just ruin his chances of getting a respectable spot with the weather ever changing. Thief out of fuel as well.
So this is interesting now.
Volta's off the track.
I was going to say this is now interesting now because we don't know what the race is like, which is I think it's a good way to find out when the race actually starts with the weather. So with Stroke Racer doing a lap on the mediums, if he can get himself in the top 10, he can be on a worldie here. But if it's raining within the first couple of laps in the first race, well, you may as well just start on softs.
Stroke has done a slow one here, might be going for a fast lap now, but Chunky Snags, he's decided to come in.
Yeah, he had ran out of fuel.
Only 3 cars on track at the moment, other than that one that's currently going very slow in the second sector. Going to go on board here with VRF1 Korg, who is on his first and I think only lap here in qualifying as it is now. Getting closer and closer to those intermediate conditions. Korg drifting a bit wide there at the hairpin. Gets a decent exit though. He's now coming into the final corner. How much entry curve did he use? Not much. Throws it in, trying not to invalidate. Doesn't. DRS open and up to the line. It's not going to be the best lap he can do, but it's a 46.6 and P8 for the time being.
Yeah, I'm just bored with Rips. I think he's just saving his soft tyres, which is not a bad thing, but I'm on board with actual Reptile at the moment. The long straight looks like it's a bit damp as Sparky has rejoined. Might see Reptile in actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's going for another one. The rain is getting quite heavy now.
Yeah.
And yep, Broken Reptile brings the car into the lane. Stroker Race, 3 seconds down. You think he's going to bring the car in, followed by Korg. And we could just be sitting here for 12 minutes as Stroker Race has a spin.
It has a spin. He lit up the rears and he did a ballerina pirouette there. Stroke Racer or Stroker.
Just trying to
Stroke
make
race.
this interesting, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's coming in out of fuel. Yeah. So, running order as it stands, you got Dutchy on provisional pole. Then we've got Oxygen Beef, so it's a 1-2 for the teammates there. Then we've got Chunky Snags in P3, Goats 5 in P4, Reptile in 5th, Splash is in 6th, Panic Crow 7th, BRF1 Korg is in P8, Lil T71 P9 and Black Hammer 420 in P10. Then we've got Sparky Stroke and it's your boy here, number 4. So, if you're Sparky Stroke and it's your boy here, obviously it might just be raining for the rest of the session and you start to think about with the race, what tyre do you start on? Is it worth starting or on the mediums, or do you start on the softs? What do you do? Because stroke race is done on the mediums, so that's going to hinder him come race time.
Badicro's chucked the wets on currently. It maybe wants some practice. That could also indicate if the boys do come out and do some wet tyre running that there is a chance that these boys are trying to get some practice on the wet tyres for a potential wet race.
Yeah, well, 4 drivers are on. As it's your boy here is retired, so that's probably an indication of there's going to be a number of dry running. So someone is coming out now. I think it might be Stroke. Yep, it's Stroke race. He's coming out first.
Interesting. He has got the wet tyres on too.
And Sparky has left.
Sparky's disconnected again, man. That's unfortunate.
That's Stroke.
It's
Stroke
definitely
race
not
has,
wet tyres yet.
I'll be shocked if he has got no damage from that.
Yeah, look, no downforce on this car. He's really struggling.
Maybe he's got a bit too early with the wets. I don't think.
I'd almost agree with you. Oh, he's in the wall!
Yep, he's in the wall. Yep. I think. Yeah.
Broken Reptile. He's also on the wets. So the boys are coming out and getting some wet tyre running, as well as Oxygen Thief also now out on track. So maybe we will have some wet running. Otherwise, I can't really see why these boys would be coming out on the wet tyres.
I mean, yeah, I see your point there. Like, you're not going to improve. Like, I don't think nobody's going to do.
Oh, round goes Broken Reptile.
A 43.8 on the wet tyres. So
we're going to be looking at almost 2-minute lap times on these. So
yeah, I don't think F2 have inters. I think.
Oh, Stroker's around again.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm joking, Stroke. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think F2 have inters. I think it's just dries and wets. So if this was if this was F1, you'll probably see inters. I don't think wets is the tyre right now.
Man, I don't think you'll improve on wets, says Goats in the Discord.
Yeah, so we got.
Yeah, I just don't really see much of a point of coming out and potentially ruining or wrecking your car if you're not coming out to do some practice for a potential wet race later, other than maybe them just being bored and not wanting to sit in the pit lane for 10 minutes, which again is a valid point.
I mean, they could always
off the track in front.
They can always retire. We're getting to the.
This is true.
Go into the race. Let's have a look at Reptile. Right, so I'm gonna ride on board with Reptile. I'm gonna keep an eye on his lap time.
He's also got Oxygen Thief for company very close, so if he makes an error here, he could see the Univertosi driver right behind him.
As I'm looking back from Oxygen Thief and he's red Xing on my screen, so that's fantastic.
Oh, Broken's around!
Yeah, Reptile has had us.
And in the wall.
Yep.
So maybe not quite ready, or just ready for those wet tyres, or maybe Broken Reptile just being a bit throttle happy there, but we're going to go on board with Oxygen Thief now, who is going to be the only one probably on a lap. 16 if you win here. Thank you to everyone tuning in qualifying. We've got 6 minutes to go, and we're in the rain in China.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on the chat at the moment. Going fantastically swimmingly.
Literally. Oh, Oxygen Thief a bit deep. Looks pretty in control of this car actually though.
Well, that's the only mistake that I've seen Oxygen Thief do so far.
Bit cautious on the throttle there through the Snell section, I thought, but Just trying to get a feel for these conditions on these wet compound tyres. Oh, a lot of wheel spin out of the final corner for Oxygen Thief.
Judgy says, yep, I'm happy with 439. That ain't going to get beat anytime soon. And retires the pit lane. A
56A. Jeez. Let's not have a wet race. It's going to be 2-minute lap times.
Well, Sparky's out there on softs, so...
Is he really?
Yeah, I'm on board with him at the moment.
Tell you what, he's probably made that hairpin look a bit better than Oxygen Thief did then.
He's back in...
And he's jumped straight back in. Oh, he's in the wall. He's in the wall!
He's done a Lewis, he's done a Hamilton. On my screen, his tyre was actually inside the barrier. But... Steve has actually retired. Yes, he has.
On track.
Yep.
Has he crashed?
Yeah, he crashed. I was on board with Reptile. I caught a glimpse of him.
He's DNF'd.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of him and he lost his... I think it's either his right or left front tyre.
Jeez. So Oxygen Thief struggling on the wets as well.
Ooh.
Interesting scenes here.
Chunky had to do a bit of correction coming through the snail section. Tell you what, if it's raining in the race, but DRS is still enabled, so...
Yeah, this is a good point. DRS has not been disabled yet.
I was going to say, if it's raining in the race, this could spice things up. Okay?
Yeah, just as long as no one does what I did into turn 1 on the Wednesday F1 League, then everything should be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't do... Just don't do a turn 1 scenario. A stroke racer gets out of the way.
Did you see the clip?
I don't think so.
It was pretty bad.
I was too focused on my end of Wednesday.
Everyone broke so early into turn 1, and I had nowhere to go, and I had to dial up the inside, and I killed 3 people. It's pretty bad.
There's Chunky
58-0 for Broken Reptile.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chunky getting not happy with his re-end on the wets here. He invalidated, then got into the grass, and then just broke himself.
Goats has just done the worst corner cut I've seen in a minute. Oh god.
Alright.
Into the lane.
Yeah, so I'm sorry we're not talking much else here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2.5 minutes, and it's wet weather, so I mean no one's going to improve. So Dutchy will be on pole unless there is unless it stops raining right now.
It's got to stop raining, and the track's got to grip up again. So I don't see anyone beating that lap time.
Oh!
How has he spun there?
He's on mediums, that's why.
Oh. There's a car coming behind you, Stroke. Watch out, mate.
Yeah, I think.
Broken Reptile, he's on a lap.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god!
Oh. That was very close.
That was super close between Stroke and Reptile. A fingernail separating the both.
That was ridiculous. No rain during the race, says Dutchy. So these boys basically just doing laps for the fun of it.
Yeah. Well, a minute.
Well, that makes life heaps boring.
A minute and change left. Yeah, this is probably the time where we'll see drivers covered. Will be out there already, but thinking of doing one push lap for the final runs. Reptile has retired. Yeah. T is retired, so we're starting to see some retirement to a Black Hammer Stroke racer. He's done the Hamilton. Oh, splash! He's got front wing
The
damage.
He's put it in the wall coming out of the pits with
Yeah.
40 seconds on the board to come. So why did he even bother come out?
Yeah.
Um,
Come on, lads. Retire. No one's
yeah,
improving.
honestly.
No one's
Yeah.
improving. Just retire.
Yep, there's one on the track though. We don't want that from anyone. So, if any of the boys are tuning in, please just don't retire in the pits.
Well, there's no one on track, luckily for him, so he might have gotten away with that. Yeah. Chunky snags, yep.
Chunky snags.
So waiting, yep. There's the finishing line. So we're
Waiting literally on Korg.
Korg. There's still a lap on the wets. I think now is probably the time where the wet will start to grip up more, as you can see it on track.
Track is definitely wet. All 12 other drivers now waiting for just this one to finish his lap. He goes very deep into the hairpin. And through the final corner for the final time here in qualifying, clips the inside the curb, runs it out to the outside curb, DRS not opened, and across the line it was a 59. Low 59 or high 58.
It was 59.9. So. I just saw on his dash.
Not the best lap, but not a bad one either. Alright, so as Fry's already read out, the top, well, no one's changed spots. And as you can see, that is our top 13, and Dutchy will take 4 points for pole here.
Crucially.
Again, for, I think, almost the 4th time this season, I think.
Crucially, Reptile's going to start on mediums.
Yeah, that's,
He's the
only person on the different tyres.
So he can do mediums to softs. As I think
the rest of the field are going to be doing softs to mediums.
Yeah, exactly. So, Abyss, I used to play this game with another commentator for another league. We used to play the prediction game. So we say, well, I will ask him, who is your race winner and surprise podium?
Race winner's got to be Dutchy. I think there's no one's really on pace with Dutchy at the moment, maybe other than his teammate, but he was still closer to half a second off. Actually, they're all starting on the mediums. I forgot how that's how that works. Qualifying tyres don't actually matter. We're stuck in F1 here, dude.
Oh.
But surprise podium, I'm gonna go Paddy Crow. You know, he's got the pace and he's pretty consistent. So I would like to see Paddy jump up from P7 on the grid to maybe that P2 or 3 position. But yeah, I don't see anyone trumping Dutchy today.
Okay.
How about you, mate?
I will say, well, that is the other one starting on softs.
Interesting.
So yeah, that is interesting. You know what? For a bit of a laugh, I'm going to say Chunky Snags is going to win this race.
Yes.
I think he'll get Oxygen Thief. Dutchy is going to pull away. There's no question about that because he's starting on softs, and he'll come in pretty early. He's lap 16 laps. So you would think he'll probably come in around about lap 6, lap 7, maybe in that area. And I think Chunky Snag, if he can get a good launch, get past Oxygen Thief, I think Chunky will win this race, and Dutchy will throw away another race win because he's starting on stops. And surprise podium, I mean, really, I only know a couple of drivers in this on this grid, so you know what? For something different, let's go for Black Hammer as well.
Nice. That would be nice to see.
Go from P10 to P3.
One of the boys that aren't always up there in your top 5, you know, would be good to see one of them jump up in one of the races, but you never know. Anything can happen in 16 laps, as we know from previous races.
There's also, I don't know if safety car is on for F2, but if it is on,
Sure is.
there's a higher chance a safety car could come out.
And if there's an early one, that could really benefit Dutchy over the rest of the field. He can come in and chuck the mediums on. The rest of them are going to have to stay out because the softs will not go, 12, 13 laps without potential punctures in there.
Yeah. Well,
Dutchy slowing the field up here before he gets taken control of, and there it is. The field will now bunch up as Stroker Ace and Sparky be a bit stupid, yeah, we don't like to see that, but oh well, it happened at the very end of the lap, so
chat, get involved. Let us know who's your race winner and surprise podium here tonight. Get everybody involved.
Agree more.
Get everybody involved as we get ready for 5 red lights for the Chinese Grand Prix. In F2, we're waiting on someone, not sure who it is.
Well, T, I think. Alright, everyone's ready. We've got the green flag, and it's moments away from the first of 5 red lights. You take it away here, Fries. You can do the first corner here, mate.
Alright, I'm just waiting on people to come aboard. Still not racing yet.
There's a very large delay here. Someone must have had a big disconnect or something here.
I think someone has had a disconnection and it's just not showing up. If the drivers can hear me, press your home button and then come back. But yeah, that usually works on formation lap. We might have to have a restart because
This is bad. This is a very long delay here.
I still have nothing.
Yeah, I've still got the 13 on the grid here. No yellow flags or anything.
Apparently we're waiting on Dutchy, so I think Dutchy might have to...
Oh no.
I think Dutchy's had a...
Championship leader's got internet issues.
I think, yeah. Well, half of Sydney is underwater, so, but he's up in Queensland, isn't he? Yeah, I was going to say, half of Sydney's underwater, so I would have expected someone from Sydney to be having internet issues, but not up there. So Dutchy might have to leave the lobby and come back in.
Leave startup lobby. I need everyone starting positions. Ah, that's unfortunate, boys. We are going to need a restart here, so...
Yep.
All drivers, if you're listening, back out, and we will start a new lobby up. Very unfortunate scenes here.
Yeah. That's disappointing.
Alright, I'll start it up and do the custom grid, which is a little disappointing there, but that's all good. A little bit of a delay to our first race here in Shanghai. Alright.
Yeah, that is a disappointing. Not how I envisioned my first F2 commentate race for the year.
You would curse it.
Yeah. But why not?
No qualifying, feature race 50, sprint race 50, custom grid editor. Oh, I'm gonna need everyone to join back in first, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh, I need the weather as well. Yeah, I need to know the weather. Dutchie's posted the thing in the chat too.
Oh no, Dutch is in mine. Yep, okay, that's what I'm doing now. Alright, I need... Okay, so how many... Oh, I need to... put myself as spectating. Oh, but I can't be. Do I make it dynamic? I suppose.
I think he said it's clear.
Can you just check? Actually, I'll just screenshot this. And then I can...
Yeah.
Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a delay to our first race. That's alright.
This is no rain. Just defeat to hit spectator.
Yeah, I've already done that. Quick weather. Overcast, official.
So
Is everyone in yet?
so
Who are we missing?
we're missing one more. David Gates for Life is in.
I can't add. Oh, sprint race.
You want me to tell you the grid order?
Clear. If you can read it out, I'll do it in 2 seconds. I've just got to set up the settings. Collisions on. Vehicle damage full. Ghosting on.
Yep.
Car setup full. Safety car on. Rules and flags on. Corner coding strict. Formation lap on. I think.
Ask him.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Assist restrictions.
I think it's just
That.
the thing is just this. It's really pit assist.
Pit assist and DRS assist. I think
DRS
that
and
stuff,
fuel,
I believe is the
yeah.
only one. Alright, just need to set up the grid and then we can get this show on the road.
Oh, actually, didn't they just turn it off for F lap? Let us know when you're ready for the grid.
Yeah, I will. I just want to check if it's formation lap and then we can do the grid. No formation lap, fuck it. I'm just gonna go no formation lap. Alright, chuck us the grid, brother.
So first is Dutchie.
So we want Dutchie. Oh, fuck, how do I do this? Move player up. Alright, and then Oxygen Thief second. Who's third?
Chunky Snags.
Yep.
Goats for Life 2.
Yep.
Broken Reptile.
Goats for life. Broken Reptile. Is that Broken Reptile P5?
Yep.
Yep.
Splash is 6.
Oops. Yep.
Paddy Crow is 7th.
Yep.
Korg is 8th.
Yep.
Lil T is 9th.
Yep.
Black Hammer is 10th.
Yep.
Sparky, Stroke, and your boy here.
And we don't have Stroker in yet. We're missing one driver. That being Stroker. So as soon as he joins back on in, we can get this one going.
Everyone at Stroke Racer. Unless he's...
Stroker Racing. Fries, kick back, dude, kick back.
No, I've added him a few times.
Oh, he's getting added by everyone.
Yeah, they're going off at you too. Because you haven't chosen
I know, I can't be a spectator while I'm editing the grid.
No, no, no.
Oh, I know, lads. Kick back, eh? Confirm changes. Everyone's just so impatient. Holy. Spectator voice. That's better, yeah? You gonna stop whinging at me now? God dang. Is Stroker in yet?
He's online.
Is this tool doing?
Oh, he's in.
There he is.
Finally. So you might...
So, Stroker 12th?
Hang on here. Yes. Yeah, Sparky Stroke, and that's your boy.
Cool. Alright, to confirm changes. That's your grid. Alright, spectate. We can get this going. Oh, I'm just gonna... In one sec. I just don't trust it. Okay, I'm gonna read it out to you and then you just check
Oh
it.
my god, Stroke Racer was racing. It was racing. That's...
Okay, so Dutchy first.
Hang on.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oxygen Save second. Snags, Goats, Reptile, Splash, Paddy, Korg, Lil T, Blackhammer, Sparky, Stroker, and it's your boy.
All good.
Cool.
Everyone ready? Teddy.
Teddy up.
Teddy up.
Alright.
Everyone teddy up.
Got our second chance at starting this race. 19 of you guys in here. Sorry about the delay there. We got it all sorted out and we're going racing again.
Yeah, I'm still here,
Very,
Reptile.
very shortly.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Yep, I'm still here, Reptile. Let me see if my audio's to it.
Should be.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Alright.
We're going to get race started for the second time.
Well, doesn't, boys. Thank you, Oxygen Thief. Much appreciate the praise. We're still doing podium interviews tonight, aren't we?
Yep, that's after the sprint race though.
Fantastic. Yes, get in there. I already have questions. Alright. So, everything's been chucked up into the air. I still assume we're still going with our predictions from earlier. You were going
exactly the same predictions.
You were going for Dutchy and a Paddy Crow. Or Dutchy win, Paddy Crow surprise podium. I was going for a Snags win and a Black Hammer podium. Two different predictions here, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be fair. Oh, everyone, don't forget your setups. Everyone, do not forget your setups.
I bet you a bunch of people did.
I think a couple of them did. And there we go, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
going straight, 5 red lights,
Yep.
and
And it's lights out, and away we go. Actually gets off
Someone's
to
knocked it off
a
the line.
good start. Trying to get
It's
everything.
Korg not getting off the line.
Oh, there's contact between Snags and Goats for Life. Function and Thief sneaks up back up into P2. Chunky Snags down into P5. Goats for Life up into P3. Splash looking for a podium place already, but Snags run the inside. He's up into P4. Gets it done gingerly. Let me get up to tyres. So, ooh, controversy. Dutchy's starting on.
Dutchy's changed his tyres.
Yeah, same with Snags. There's a yellow flag behind you.
Oh, yellow flag. Little T.
Little T's had an incident. Snags back up into P4, but splashed around the outside, making it for the inside for the next right-hander. Fantastic move from Speedsy Splash 27. Not sure what F2 car that is in, but now he's on the hunt for Goats for Life number 2. I think Snags might have done the wrong strategy here, starting on the softs. But controversy, Dutchy swapped his tyre allocation over. That might be one for the stewards.
That was a bit cheeky. That was a bit cheeky.
That one might be one for the stewards. As Goats for Life, he's looking for a move on the splash. It splashes up in the P3 on this long back straight. I'm not sure about ERS users, but he's gone down the inside.
No ERS in F2.
Back down the inside.
No ERS, no
at the
fuel.
hairpin. Alright, there's no ERS. Alright. Let's go. It goes up to P2, and the two teammates have pulled out a 2.5 second gap onto P3. Because that sets the pace off the opening lap, but Goats for Life goes out wide at the final corner. This gives Splash an opportunity here, but Chunky Snags, no, he's holding
He's
back.
right behind him. This is a good angle.
He's holding him back, but Broken Reptile looking for a move as well. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear people outside, that is, I do apologise. There's a brawl happening in my street in the wet, so this is fantastic. But Goats for Life looking down the inside. Oh, that could be a warning. So he might be on 2 warnings here, but the traction gets better traction out of the corner. That's Goats for Life, and it's 5.5 seconds from the front to P3. Oh
That's
my god!
Already with Dutchy a nearly 6-second lead as we're not even 2 laps into this race, and FormulaOCE chilling out the front as they have been all season. Goats for Life running out wide again here, only on lap 2.
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wonder if Goats for Life was one of them people who forgot to put a setup on.
There was someone did ready up very quickly. But Chunky Snags is starting to lose some bit of pace here. And Reptile looking for a move here. Has Chunky Snags made an awful mistake starting on the softs here?
Paddy Crow could be into this battle here if mistakes made by one of these two.
And Korg as well.
And that's I've just called that. Chunky runs wide, gets a good exit though.
That's
But Paddy just needs to hold his cool here. Chunky Snags really struggling on those softs. Only on lap 2 in onto 3 now.
The RS is enabled. Yeah, so I think Chunky Snag might have forgotten his setup. My man Black Hammer 420 is up the P9, so he's moved up a spot. I think he started in P10 as Stroke race is into the pits. Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty for spitting in the pit lane. That's not what you want. And he has front wing damage. And he's got to take these softs, what's that, 14 laps. He needs to save.
What I said, it would be very hard to do here.
He needs a safety
And
car.
Stroke Race needs a safety car and maybe a praise from above to get him within chance of points here in the feature race.
Chunky Snags is all over the shop here. He is struggling like no tomorrow. He's 1.5 seconds behind Reptiles. Reptiles is now going to be looking for a podium place here. And this is something.
Oh, splash up the inside.
Yep, yeah, I'm on board with Reptile. He's got a good view of that move. This Goats for Life just goes out wide.
He's very slow here, Goats for Life. He's under pressure here from Broken Reptile. Teammates need to be careful here. They do this cleanly without costing themselves. And Broken Reptile's going to get both of them on the straight here.
Yeah. Reptile got the cleanest exit. DRS assisted. Splash. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be close.
Who's got the biggest balls through the final corner? Not an overtaking opportunity. They both hold it side by side. Broken Reptile running a little bit wide, but that's alright. And Splash will hold the position, but not for long. DRS. 15 viewers.
I've got rid of the tick and reticked. So some accidents. So Black Hammer has had an accident, and it's your boy here's also had an accident as well. As Abyss has joined us, as Splash is looking for a move onto Broken Reptile. 10 seconds. Oh. Well, 9.5 seconds is the gap between Oxygen Thief and Reptile. So
who's around? Let's track race around in the wall.
Yeah. Has it been a good lap from Stroke Racer on these softs? As Reptile goes a little bit too far out wide there. Let me see.
I would also like to apologise there to everyone. Big mess up there. My Xbox did turn off, so everything crashed. But business as usual here, and we'll get back in the swing of things.
Alright, I'm back hosting.
Sorry about that to everyone.
I'm back hosting again. Back hosting the channel. My channel. So the closest battle on track is between Reptile and Splash. So you have a mismatch here, ladies and gentlemen. Reptile got the P3, Splash P4, Goats 5 P5, Core got past Paddy Crow, Lil T's in P8, Sparky P9. Black Hammer had an incident. So he's back down to P10. Your boy here had another incident as well. He's in P11. Chunky Snakes came in for an early stop on mediums and Stroke Racer. He's nearly lapped by the entire field. So it's not been a great race from Stroke Racer. So that's all you have missed out in the 2 laps so far.
Again, another apology as some of you guys start coming back on into the stream. That, yeah, the Xbox did turn off and I had to restart everything and everything shut down. So yeah, sorry about that, but we're back up and running and racing again here.
I would stream my POV, but at the moment, half of Sydney's underwater, and I'm unfortunately in that area as well. So
Stroke race for the 3-second time penalty.
I just didn't want to risk it. As Paddy Crow's also got a penalty as well. So yeah, I would have streamed my PFE as well, but yeah, as I said, half of Sydney's underwater. Yeah.
So, sorry for this little boring period, as we've had a few times in the middle of these feature races where the boys have just settled themselves out about a second to 2 between most of the midfield. Hopefully the pit stops start soon and we'll be able to, you know, get some entertainment. But out front, RIL Dutchie, the commanding leader of his teammate of 4 seconds, absolutely chilling out the front. A little bit of tail end loss there, but nothing too major.
Yeah. Once he does his lap, he might come behind Paddy Crows in P7 at the moment. Because I know F2 pit stops are a lot slower than F1, so I'm guessing 20 seconds is probably the mark again.
It's about a, I think, what is it, 6-second stop? No, it's 8 seconds with just tyres and 13 with a wing.
Yeah.
Actually, we can check it. Race director, pit stops. No front wing. Oh, 5.6 for Junkie Snacks. So about 5.5 seconds. As who's that around? That's Black Hammer, I think. Black Hammer around.
Black Hammer's probably just gone to the power, hit the curb, just a tad. And Dutchy probably had his heart in his mouth. He doesn't want a safety car. Probably wants to wait probably about lap 10, maybe that 10 and 11, to put on those set of softs. He went out, so that was good. Life goes out wide there, just a tad. And let's bring in Korg here. And Korg, thank you very much. I will take P5 like a bag of potato chips. But King Goats for Life, go back. No, he won't send. There's Chunky Snags. Says thank you to P11, even without DRS against Itchy Boy here. So a couple of moves here have happened here, ladies and gentlemen. So one's for P5, one's for P11, but moves nonetheless. And Paddy Crow gets
coming for P5.
Hey.
Little battle starting here for P5 between Korg, Goats and Paddy.
Yeah, I was literally about to comment on that. There's a three-way scrap here for P5, 6 and 7. This has enabled Splash to get away just a little bit, so these three can work together, catch up to Splash, because I think Korg might be the quicker driver out of the three. But Goats for Life not giving up here yet. He might have done some adjustments for what he can on the steering wheel. Yeah, he went flat through qualifying and now it's just not great. I think it's Black Hammer.
And that's Stroker Race, another error, and he's around again. Really struggling on traction here in China is Stroker Race, and he continues to fall back through the field as your race leader gets a 3-second time penalty.
But he's 6 seconds clear of Oxygen Thief, but late safety car can cause a lot of dramas here tonight. And this scrap is still going on here. Itchy Boy, he gets a 3-second time penalty.
It's a 3-second.
Paddy Crow, close.
Paddy Crow might go for the move here.
Close. No, he backs out of it. Goats for Life. Did a little bit of defensive maneuvers, but might have been just enough for
Stroker Race around again.
Within the rules.
It's just doing donuts now.
As I said, I would not be surprised if he causes a safety car. Would not be a surprise. But we won't talk about that yet. But here comes Paddy Crow. No, he holds station into P7 at turn 1.
This trio is catching Splash, but since Korg got P5, taking 4/10 out of Splash. So this could become a 4-way. Oh, it is now. Splash has made a little error.
Oh, he's
out of the snail section, and Korg could almost go for a move here in the hairpin. He is. He's going for the dive down the inside.
Oh,
little bit of contact. That's all right.
Time penalty. Oh, Goats for Life. Goats for Life around the outside again. Yes, he does.
He's got it. What's going on with Splash? He's gone from 4th to 6th in like 2 corners.
And
it's all gone wrong there for Splash.
I think Stroke Racer has retired from the session. Will that bring out a safety car? Yes, it will.
Oh, he did it in the pit lane. He crashed in the pit lane.
He's done a Lewis Hamilton. And
Stroker Race has put the car in the wall in the pit lane.
Splash was having some internet troubles. It looks like his internet has firmed. It's 12 seconds between Dutchy and Oxygen Thief. How in the world has he got that type of lead?
Oxygen Thief's going very slow here. Yeah, he's about 12 seconds positive. Trying to avoid the double stack.
Yeah.
15 seconds now. Broken Reptile's gained up to 4 seconds. He's going very slow.
Yep.
Could be a steward's inquiry here.
I mean, he's not holding anybody up, so...
Yeah, but you're not allowed to slow down. You've got to keep to the delta. Interesting. From air, and he's slowing Broken Reptile now into the pit lane.
I think you'll still get held up anyway.
Interesting scenes. No, yeah. Dutchy's back out.
Yeah. He's still
gets held a little bit, but no, he doesn't even. Gets held by half a second max, and he's going to hold P2.
Well, he got held up.
No, he won't. Broken Reptiles jumped him. And so was Korg. And so was... Oh, no, Korg has to... Oh, Korg's double stacking.
Yeah. So now Dutch's penalty is now coming to play.
Yeah, but with 6 laps to go, this is probably a perfect time for all those medium tyre runners to get that safety car. They come in and chuck on a fresh set of softs, and we'll go to the end comfortably.
So let's just have a look at penalties. So Dutchy's got 1, Paddy Crow's got 1, Snags has 1, and it's your boy here 4 has 1. But with Chunky Snag, he stayed on the mediums. He doesn't think he can get the softs to the end. I mean, he came in about lap 4, lap 5, so I mean,
What's happened to someone in our battle for P4?
so Corg's up at the P4.
What happened to Goats?
I think he got held up. Yeah, because he's Reptile's teammate, so they must have done a double stack. But Goats for Life he will overtake Chunky Snags quickly. But if I was Chunky Snags, now I've done this play many times in a league race when there's a safety car is out. If I was Chunky Snags, I'd come in now for the softs. You have
I agree.
You would have 1 less lap tyre wear.
Yep.
Safety car's more like going to come in about lap 12. So I'd come in now, put on the softs. You might fall behind Blackhammer, but it's a risk worth taking for those.
Because everyone's going to be faster than him for the rest of this race otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. He has to come in.
Tyre wear won't be a problem.
I know
It's not,
Mitchie.
he's staying in.
I know Mitchie had a go at me for not pitting on the softs with pitting onto softs on the safety car late in the race on Wednesday, but I was scared for tyre wear. Like my tyre wear was horrendous on the softs. But
Very bad on Wednesday, yeah.
But with Chunky Snags, if the safety car
Sparky's disconnected again.
if it stays out 1 more lap and comes in lap 13, he has to come in this lap and put the softs on. There's no 2 ways about it.
He's just going to be too far. He's just going to be too slow. We're still going to do another lap because it's your boy here. He's so far back.
Yeah. So come on, Chunky Snags, you have to put on the softs. You have to, as FRA Formula is joined. Not sure if he does F2 or not.
I'm also worried after I disconnected that I might be a driver for the race.
Are you a driver?
Because I don't know.
Did you click spectating?
You can't. It's just ready up.
Well, when it go onto the lobby screen, did it say spectator or just a little dash?
Oh, it's your boy here losing the car. I don't know. I didn't look for that. I just tried to get in ASAP. If I'm a racer, I'll just retire.
Ah.
Thank you to everyone for coming back in. 12 of you in here now. Yeah, sorry for the connection problems we've had, and hopefully we can get this race going. And yeah, let's see what Chunky does here. Is he going to come in?
He has to. 100% he has to. There's no 2 ways about it. He has to come in.
Paddy Crow's coming in.
Yeah, Paddy Crow's in. So I think he's hit. I think he's heard what we were talking about, and now he's going to take the gamble.
Why not, I suppose.
If he's got a fresh set of sauce, why not use it?
I wonder if he's going to lose the spot to your boy.
Unless it's your boy here comes in as well. Which wouldn't be as bad. No, he's staying out. But Paddy Crow.
Putting on a fresh set of sauce.
Yeah, fresh set of sauce. Smart play for the
P11, but that's all right.
yeah, smart play for the young man, and he is. I would say he's probably quicker than most of the drivers in front of him. As Sparky has left the session, so hopefully he can come back in.
Connection woes continue.
But the big story of the race so far is Dutchy with his 3-second time penalty.
I still don't think that'll be too much of a problem. He is miles in front of everyone else in speed, and he's shown that in all rounds, pulling 5 seconds before the safety car and his teammate, and then another 9 or 10 seconds to the next, or to P3. So your top 3 probably as expected for the moment, as the safety car has said it will come in this lap. So it's your boy here, and Paddy will want to catch this pretty quickly.
I think they will. Yeah, they will. They've got that long back straight. Yeah, that's just holding them up. But also, don't forget, Dutchy and Chunky Snags have changed their original tyres from the lobby restart. So that's a big talking point. As Dutchy
don't like that.
As Dutchy did start, in the first race he did start on softs, but in the restart he started on mediums. As Snag started on mediums, and then he started on softs. So those two could be in a bit of trouble there. It's probably one for the stewards. Luckily, I'm not a steward. wouldn't have their job deciding what to do with that. But we're going to go back to racing. We've got 4 laps left of close racing, and penalties might be a deciding factor. There goes Dutchy.
Dutchy's gone.
Yeah, he's gone, but
He's gone early.
Thief has stayed with him just as we go racing here, ladies and gentlemen.
8/10 as we cross the...
Oh my god, the cars at the back have gone so far wide, and Dutchy's in the turn 1, green flags, racing.
Goats and Little T side by side in turn 1. Oh, contact. But a nice move for Lil T here on the safety car restart. Looking to go around it. Oh, Goats down the inside.
Goats for life
What
gets
is
the move.
that?
What a move from Goats for life.
Switchback.
And Paddy Crow's up to the
as we
P10.
predicted, moving backwards very quickly. But Paddy Crow, yeah, as you mentioned, up 2 spots in 3 corners.
But it'll be 3 pretty soon once you get past.
Chunky Snags and Little T swapping.
It'll be P9 pretty soon once you get past that disconnected Sparky car. But yeah, Chunky Snags, he should have come in on the
Splash
softs.
on the back of Korg here.
Now I know how Mitchy feels. Yelling at me for not coming on softs. As Korg is 1.5 seconds behind Reptile already. There's Little T gets the time penalty, so 7, 8, 9 have all got time penalties. P11's also got a
Splash
penalty.
putting a lot of pressure here on Korg. Could be a potential move. He's pushing him through the spoon curve here. And it looks like Splash may have more confidence here on the soft tyres on the restart. As Korg does start pulling away on the straight though.
So let's
Slipstream starting to come into effect here for Splash. So is he going to go for a massive dive bomb? No, he won't. But he closes the gap in the braking zone. Gives him a tap! And probably a bit of inexperience there for Splash, harming him, but no damage done. Move on. Dutchy does the fastest lap of 45.4. And he's already pulled 1.5 seconds on his teammate, needing 3 seconds to claim that win, as we know. Sparky's in the lane.
Paddy Crow look around the outside of Chunky Snags. No, he's a bit too far away, but he's looking very, very threatening. He's like a puma, stalking his prey, and he's going to pounce on him very, very shortly. Is the young man in P9 looking for P8? This is also, I think, if I'm wrong, then please do correct me. But I think if you finish 8th, you start P1.
You start pole.
Yeah, so this move could decide pole for the next race.
I don't think Lil T will mind too much though if Paddy does get this move on Chunky Snags, because he might be expecting Paddy to catch him and overtake him, giving him pole for the sprint race. But 2 laps to go next time round, and only a lead of 1.6 for Dutchy, which, you know, we say only, it's only
Chunky
2
Snags
laps
goes out
restarted.
wide at the snail section, and this is going to be easy pickings for Paddy Crow. No DRS, but the softs working a treat and gets the move up into P8. But here comes Chunky
Snags under brakes.
Oh, they're going far wide. DRS is enabled. Oh, he couldn't get onto the power, loses the back end.
Job done for Paddy Crow as it's your boy here in Black Hammer swap. Oh, it's your boy here. Oh, he's absolutely had a huge incident there.
Yeah, that was nearly catastrophic right there. That would have been.
Dutchy's lost the back end out of the snail section. Holds it though. Still needing to find a second here with 2 to go.
Yeah,
at the moment he will get P2 and the teammates will swap.
Yeah, Reptile needs to. He needs to get within 3 seconds. It's 3.2 currently. Is the gap. So he needs to find.
He's just gonna want to hope to get into DRS and then hope Oxygen can hold on to his teammate.
Yeah.
Oxygen could go for the team play and try and hold Broken Reptile up. Which almost wouldn't be a bad move. And we've got an incident. It's your boy here. It is around at the hairpin at the start of Sector 2. I don't know quite what's happened there. Could have been driver error.
Yeah,
I
think it was driver error. Yeah, Black Hammer was a few seconds up the road. I think he's gone to the power a little bit too early. But yeah, Black Hammer was a few seconds up the road. But Splash could be on here for P4 here, but it's a bit too far back. But he has DRS.
He enables that DRS. He's going to start clawing the gap down to Korg, but it won't be enough into the hairpin here. Still 8/10 behind, but could go for a last lap move here for P4. Paddy Crow and Little T swap spots, as I said. I don't think that'll bottle Little T too much, only losing, what is that, two points there, and starting pole for the next race. So I think he will be, you know, not overly upset about the loss of that move, even though he is staying quite close to the rear end of Paddy Crow. Could go for a move here in a turn 1. He's backed out of it, thinks better of it, and job done for Paddy Crow, P7.
Tell you what, two lap younger sauce on Paddy Crow's car. It is the final lap, so I mean they'll start 1 and 2, Paddy Crow and Lil T, unless Go to Life has some sort of incident. But I think they will start 1-2. The gap is still 2.
Reptile's held on to Oxygen Thief here at the front.
Yeah, but still 2.8 seconds is the gap between Dutchy and Thief. Unless I have some sort of timing glitch.
No, that's the gap.
Oh,
I think there's a timing glitch because they're either holding it perfectly and going the exact same speed, or there's a timing glitch.
Yeah, I think it's a timing glitch. More or less it's a timing glitch. But the other like Sector 2, it's your boy here.
Again losing it at that same hairpin.
I think Dutchy will hold on to this win. I think he's outside 3 seconds.
And Dutchy will come across the line. We're not too sure if he's actually pulled the 3 seconds. But from the looks of that, he will. And he will take the win here by a tenth and a half over his teammate. And it's another 1-2 for FormulaOCE Racing in China. Paddy Crow will take a nice B7. Not quite the podium that I suggested he was capable of, but that's all good. Black Hammer bringing the car into the lane on the last lap. Interesting decision.
I mean, it'll classify him as P10 anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why he's done that. It's P10.
And it's your boy here for will finish in P11. I don't think top 10 get points if they do. It's been a while
It's
since
top 10. That's it.
it's been a while since I've raced F2, so yeah. So top 10 do get points. So each boy here misses out. Black Hammer does a 10th race. Could have been so much more though.
So I was right with one prediction and you were wrong with both. How's it feel to suck?
Driver that goes to Korg. Oh, Showboat, Mr. Showboat. But don't forget there is another. There is the Is it the sprint race or the? Yeah, it is the sprint race, isn't it? Yeah.
Sprint race still to come here.
Yeah. And don't forget he has bottled a sprint race before. So
Fastest lap and the win for Dutchy, and he so far this weekend looks untouchable. Got the 4 points in quali, so currently got the maximum amount of points. Obviously won't show it here, but he is on 31 points and the rest of it is the same. But as we look at the rundown, Dutchy, Thief, Reptile, Korg, Splash, Goats for life, Paddy, Lil T, Chunky Snags, Black Hammer, it's your boy here, and that's your top 10. It's your boy here, Sparky and Stroker. Unfortunately, the only drivers today missing out on points. But another race to come and more stories to unravel. Fastest lap by nearly 6/10 for Dutchy there too.
I'm just reading the chat. Jesus Christ. Dutchy's got some fans in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, so there is no formation lap, so get ready for 5 red lights straight off the bat.
What type of angle have I got here? I'm on the grid.
My god. I think Formula's on the grid as well. So there, this is going to be interesting. So, so I get to I get to commentate turn 1 again.
I'm on the grid. Oh.
And you can't retire straight away. You can't retire on the grid anyway. You have to wait till the
Do I
5
have to do a lap?
Nah, you have to wait till the 5 red lights are out.
Yeah, but I don't want to retire on the track. Huh?
You,
Okay.
well, then you might have to do a lap then. Imagine if you bring out a safety car.
That's what I'm worried about.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And, the grid order. So the grid didn't change.
Didn't it?
Nah, Dutchy Thief was on pole. Dutchy was on pole, not, oh, there's carnage everywhere. I'm a bit flustered at the moment. I do apologise. As Chunky Snags is around. Yellow Flag Sector 1. There's carnage every which way. Goat drives into the fence. Oh dear, oh dear.
I need to just retire.
Yeah, just retire.
I really hope that doesn't bring out a safety car.
Imagine if it does.
Why did the grid not change?
Oh dear. But Thief is down.
Oxygen Thief going down.
Yeah, P7. Black Hammer's up at the P7 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's on fire. Stroke Race is up at the P10. And Sparky's goes to car. He's not back in, which is unfortunate. It's Petty Crow moves up at the P11. Formula's up at the P5 here. Reptile's on the P4. Splash is up at the P2. And Korg's up at the P3. It's a very weird top 5 at the moment.
I think the game's just trying to sort itself out. Oxygen Thief is still up the front with his teammate.
I hate when it does that. I feel really bad for Pettigrew. I really do. He should have started, well, and Lil T. They should have started 1-2, but no. Game set, no. Oh, that was a interesting opening lap as FormulaOCE is the lone DNFer. Nice, nice game. Should have put you in spectator mode anyway.
Oh well, that's alright. Is Formula racing?
Yes.
He is, he's P6.
He's racing. He's definitely racing.
Interesting to see what the stewards will do about that one. Whether pretty sure it's not the first time Formula's joined in late to one of these. So
Yeah, apparently he raced in Vietnam and he was late for that. So yeah, I don't know. But
I think you shouldn't be able to join after qualifying without a valid excuse.
Oh my god!
That's just my opinion.
Thief is having some really interesting internet here tonight, ladies and
Snags is
gentlemen.
around. Chunky's just been T-boned by Sparky. Luckily, he was ghosted.
Oof.
But,
Yeah.
might have been a bit of a scare there for Sparky. Maybe a potential DNF, but he's got away with it because of the ghosting system in the game. We got a move for P4 by Formula. Down the inside of Broken Reptiles, Paddy Crow disconnects, unfortunately. And FRA Formula's made that work, so a good move for him. He's up in a P4 now. And we'll go after Korg.
Yep, DRS is now enabled. Dutsy's only pulled out a second gap to Thief, but as I said, Oxygen Thief is having some interesting internet connections here tonight. He's been doing some teleportation on my end. Not sure what you're seeing. I'm on board with Korg at the moment, just watching him. And yeah, it's just been interesting. Yeah, Paddy Crow's left the session. I did feel sorry. He could have done something from P2. Same with Lil T. He should have started on pole. You have like sector 1. It's your boy here.
He's lost the car again. He's got no front wing on the front left end plate.
Interesting choice to stay. I'm probably hoping for a safety car. As Snags is bolted in as well.
Like the exact same spot.
I'm still on board with Korg here. Just watching this little battle here between Oxygen Thief and Korg. He's red Xing, so this is not going to help Korg out in the slightest. Yep. He's 1.4 behind Oxygen Thief, so he's teleported just over a second ahead. But he still has DRS, so that's some silver lining, I guess. But Guts for life, looking for moves. Sparky and Stroke Racer.
Oh, Formula drifting through the hairpin.
DRAD Stroke. Surely he can get past Sparky as you nearly floor it off the curb.
Little battle for P8 here, Black Hammer and Goats.
Yeah, I was watching that before as Reptiles slowly but surely catching back up to Formula. But Goats for life as Black Hammer goes out wide. He's looking, yeah.
Goats for life up the inside. A nice move there, even though an error was made by Black Hammer.
Yeah, I think Black
Very
Hammer
clean driving from these two.
Yeah, Black Hammer just braked a little bit, so Goats for life goes through. So he might just sit behind him and hopefully he can drag him up to the Lil T. Stay in his slipstream, but you don't want to stay behind too long as Korg's under a second of Thief again. So not sure if Thief is on it here in this second race. And I think, is Abyss still in? Yes, he is.
Sure am. Just not much to talk about right now, actually. Pretty boring stages here at the moment of this one. We've got Chunky and Paddy in the lane again. Pretty unfortunate race weekend for Paddy.
There's a bit.
An interesting strategy call.
I was gonna say. You're saying?
No, that's all you.
I was gonna say, as the biscuit gets very, very tired, we got a battle on here for P2. Not for the race lead, but it is some sort of a battle. But it is for P2 between Thief and Korg.
Is Korg gonna go for it? No, he's not. Decides better of it. I think there will be an opportunity here for Korg to potentially go better. Oh, there's not an overtaking opportunity there, mate. And he figures that out before sticking the nose up the inside. I think that would have just caused an incident and just not been good for Korg, so a good choice there not to take that move.
Oh my god. What the hell happened? What's happened to Stroke Race? Has he got wing damage? I'll keep an eye on it because I'm not streaming or anything, but surely he can get past Sparky. Sparky is no one's driving his car. He's got front wing damage, so. But Formula's back is going to be into this party now for P2.
A little bit of a three-way battle here is. It's your boy here losing the car again. In the exit of that snail section. On board with Korg now. He's actually lost a lot of time on that lap, and he's now under pressure from Formula here on the back straight, both with DRS, but is Formula going to be close enough to go for a move up the inside into the hairpin? Moves to the inside, and Korg does well under brakes, holds the spot. We've got a problem for Stroker.
Yeah, it hasn't been a good race here tonight.
It's Dutchy now with 2.6 seconds. Oh.
We are battle on for P2 and you're yawning. Oh, wow.
It's been a long day, alright?
Well, luckily I'm here to pick up the slack.
A very good battle here. About a second separating these three drivers. And it's probably one of the few battles we've actually had up front in the F2 league so far this season. And it's good to see that some drivers are finally taking it to the FormulaOCE boys, given that it is only one of them, and that is Oxygen Thief. But it's still good to see.
Yeah, I think constructors, I think you may as well give him a trophy now. That's a what 7th 1-2, and we're at round 4 already. So Skates for Life gets a penalty. That's not what you want in this type of race.
It's alright, he's got 5 seconds to Black Hammer behind him, so he's got a 1.5 second buffer to get that position. We've got yellow flag. Stroker Race has DNF'd, and we've got a virtual safety car.
Imagine
what has happened?
I think Stroke just retired.
No, he's crashed.
No, yeah, it is a crash.
It's a crash. He's in the middle of the track.
How is that a VSC?
Watch out, Dutchy. Oh!
How is that VSC?
This is dangerous here. Oxygen's in the pits.
Yeah.
That car is still very much in the road. Oh.
Oh, a lot of people get penalties. How is this a VSC? This should have been a safety car. A big boy safety car.
The car is now gone. Confused at what might have happened there to cause that. I don't think he was near anyone to have even caused that. So many people getting the penalties, and a drive-through for It's Your Boy here, which is very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, boy,
is he not in the pit lane?
Who?
No, never mind. That's my fault.
Ah. Well, Thief's coming out on soft, so this.
But he's now 20, 30 seconds off the lead. And Korg's, he's the only one in that top battle, so it's very FRA Formula and VRF1 Korg battling it out for P2 now. With a 14-second gap to Lil T behind.
But he's got Goats for Life right behind him, so I think the VC's spiced things up a little bit, but Lil T does have a 5-second penalty. Goats for Life has a 3-seconder. So this is going to be interesting. It's your boy, he has a drive-through. I think someone else has a 5-seconder. But back on board with Formula, looking for a move on.
Oxygen Thieves just ruined another 1-2 between Oxygen and Dodgy, because he's not going to gain 30 seconds in this many laps.
Oh.
As there's a change for the top 2.
Oh,
the switchback for Formula. Squeezing him all the way to the white line. Up the inside. Oh, that's a corner cut for Korg. And he won't hold that position. A very unfortunate weekend for Stroke Race. Ends in 2 DNFs. And this battle will continue down into turn 1 for P2. Korg up the inside. Oh, very close, these two. Nothing separating them, side by side. All the way through the snail section. And FRA Formula's got the good exit. And he's just driven past him like he was standing still. Korg's going to go for it around the outside on the curb. And he decides better. Robert Chunky snags speeds in the pit lane and then retires from the race.
Yeah. I think if a safety car were to come out, it would have come out this lap, but because after next lap, it can't come out, so yeah, I don't think a safety car will be coming out. As Black Hammer moves up into P8, so he's doing a fine job here tonight. But the battle still rages on between Formula and Korg. I think it's your boy, yeah, it's your boy. It's had another spin. Probably just got into the power a little bit too early.
As you may or may not know, only the top 8 get points in the sprint race. So, it will be interesting to see what happens there.
Well, oh, Oxygen Thief is off! Thief is off! He's had enough!
Goes from bad to worse for Oxygen Thief, pitting, losing 30 seconds to now spinning at the spoon curve and losing P6. He's now got it all to do in the last 3 laps of this one.
What's he gonna get? What, 2 points for P7? Something like that?
Yeah. We've got a problem for...
Oh, Formula!
FRA Formula's off too.
Wow.
Two no, I don't want to say championship contenders, but 2 boys that are definitely quick and up there with the speeds. We've got a yellow flag at the final,
that's your boy.
Second last corner as well.
That's your boy.
And that is damage for FRA Formula, so he's going to be limping that car home for the next 3 and a bit laps.
Yeah, he's locking up everywhere. Cook Goats for Life, Lil T, one of these two get onto the podium.
Oh, it's your boy?
Yep.
He's around at the final corner. How has he done that?
5 seconds. Goats for Life is on the charge here. He's got 3 seconds, a 3-second time penalty. So, can Goats for Life get onto the podium here tonight? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, podium interviews after this race. I think it's the top 3 for the entire weekend. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, thanks. It's your boy spinning out again.
So it's your boy again, man. When does it get to the stage of... Oh, wow, he's all over the shop. He's just drifting.
Formula's in.
When does it get to the point of not thinking... Oh, he's in. He's decided that he's not going to make it to the end.
Nah. Goats for Life.
That's going to cost him a lot.
Yeah, Goats for
Life. He's
Life.
going to drop out of the top 5 here.
Yeah, I was going to say
Maybe
Goats for Life
out of
was
the
charging. He was charging. Was Goats for
Goats
Life.
for life.
Yeah.
Now, with a very good chance of getting a podium, do I say?
For who's that?
For Goats.
Oh yeah. Goats will get a Goats for sure will get a penalty. Podium. I mean, not penalty.
He's already got one of them. He's not going to want another one with Goats for Life 5 seconds behind him. If he gets another one, could be in a little bit of strife.
Yeah, but Lil T has
Oxygen Thief in P6.
Yeah,
Now trying to get the recovery drive.
Yeah, Lil T has a 5-second penalty, so 5 seconds will get added onto his time. So if Reptile can get 3.5 or 3.6 seconds to Lil T, he'll get a top 4 finish here tonight.
Oh my god, it's your boys off again, man.
Yeah, I think he was just letting the leaders go through that time. I don't think it was an actual spin. I think he was just letting the leaders go through. But
He might be retiring.
Lap 11 of 12, so we've got 2 more racing laps. It's been a dominating weekend, weekend for RO Daci. Pole, win, and win.
Yeah,
although
there is the retirement.
Although with some controversy in the first race, so that might be looked at come after the race. Because I don't know the rules of F2 and their tyre rules, so.
Feels very split out here.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm just talking about Daci at the moment. There's not much else happening. Reptile, a second. He needs just over a second to get within 5 seconds of Lil T here, but it might be too little too late.
Korg's done a gem of a drive here. He's gone from P8 on the grid to now starting F2, currently P2. So a brilliant drive from him, and could be back-to-back driver of the days here.
Yeah, I could see that happening. The Splash is out. Sadly, no safety car.
So, is that retirement? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's retired in the way.
Oh, Little T! Little T has got himself a 3-second time penalty.
It's going to drop him back behind Oxygen Thief, I think.
Let's just have a look. See?
8 seconds.
8 seconds, yeah. Yeah, P6.
That's really unfortunate.
And unfortunately, Paddy Courage Ghost car won't get a top 10. You might, but it gets no points anyway. So the 2 ghosted cars will finish P9 and P10, maybe. But yeah, with Daci's weekend, as I said, dominated the entire weekend. But as I said, with a little bit of controversy, started on the wrong tyre from the first quote-unquote race. But yes, I don't know what the rules are with that, so. And then with the second race, Paddy Crow and Lil T should have started 1-2, but the game decided not to do that. So
it just didn't reverse the grid at all. I wonder if that was an error with restarting the thing or not, but I don't remember it showing me an option, so. Oh well, bit of a. I don't know how to put it. How do I put it? Sketchy race weekend here, and all apologies to all drivers and all spectators here of the stream.
If people still want the stream onto YouTube, just let us know. I mean, Dutchy might want to still up there anyway, but we'll ask the people. The people will tell me what to do if they want the stream up there or not. I'll just add in some effects. But here comes Dutchy around the final corner to win the entire weekend. Wins. Korg will get a fantastic P2, and Goats for Life, ladies and gentlemen, will get a surprising P3. after I don't know about this, but I thought it was going to be Korg and Formula battling for those final two spots. But Goats for Life gets a very good P3, and Little T will cross the line of P4, but he's going to drop a couple of places. Yep.
Hit the wall.
Yeah, Reptile finished P4. Oxygen will finish P5. Little T finishes down to P6. Formula would get P7, but I also believe he got fastest lap as well, so he might get a point there.
But Dutchy, oh, there it is. There's
there
a
it
fast lap, 44.9. But Dutchy taking the maximum amount of points in this weekend's Grand Prix. Grand Prix? I don't know. Multiple Grand Prix. And that is all she wrote here in China for round 4. And bring on the podium interviews.
Yeah.
And as I projected, a back-to-back driver of the day for Korg.
Was that your driver of the race for both races?
I don't know who I'd put as driver of the day for the first race, but definitely in the second one, battling through, and then Oxygen Thief probably making the biggest mistake of the season so far, deciding to come in and change tyres.
No. Dutchy was the biggest mistake of the season. I don't think nothing would do that. No.
I was talking about Oxygen's worst.
Oh,
the worst of the season, but Oxygen
was worst. Oh, so I'm just looking at the results for the entire weekend, and we have a tie for P2.
Do we actually?
Yeah. Dutchy gets 42 points. Oxygen Thief gets
46.
46.
Broken Reptile's one off.
That's
tight.
Do we still bring Reptile? Because technically Thief and Korg are tied for P2.
No, that's just 2 and 3.
Alright. Alright, so Dutchy wins the entire weekend with 46 points. Thief gets 24, Korg 24, Reptile 23, Goats for Life gets 18, very well earned points. Splash gets 10, Lil T 8, Petticrow 6, Fallen gets 4, Snakes gets 2, and Black Hammer gets 2 points as well. So I believe we have everybody in. We're waiting on one more. Don't forget to include your audio, boys.
Is this the same podium as last week, lads? I know Korg and Dutchy were here last week, but was Goats? I think Goats got second
here.
Last week.
I wasn't here. It was Green Goats.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, what a drive from Green Goats last week. That was brilliant.
Right, I asked some of the boys because the grid wasn't reversed.
Yeah,
we'll
asked
talk
if we
about
should count
that.
it. And they're saying, yeah, just count it. So.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
Probably, yeah. Is Thief coming in?
I think he's going to bed. I'm not too sure, but I can invite him. I can see.
Why would... Oh wait, was Thief tied? That was Thief and
Korg. Yeah, Thief and Korg were tied.
Yeah, Thief and Korg were tied with 24.
Right, gotcha. Do we have no second P2? It says he's still online. Send him another invite, but if he doesn't join, we'll just have to...
He's joining.
Yeah,
I think he's joining.
Oh, there it is. Alright, everyone's in. Do you want to do it this week, considering I've done it last 3 weeks, Rice?
Alright, we'll start off with Korg. Fantastic race, or in the second race here tonight. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I could see him coming. I had some trouble, I think, with Thief's Renault. Oh, Renault. Oh my god, I called it a Renault, wrong division. Had some trouble with his car, but otherwise, yeah, I could see Formula coming in. It was a freaking awesome battle. Haven't had one yet in F2, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll watch. Or I was watch most of that battle. It seemed to me that you struggled a little bit on your rears. Was that how you felt, or?
Oh yeah, it was the setup. I seen the grid was readied up and I hadn't put a setup on. I had no setup in race 1 at all, so rushed last second and managed to get a setup on. Turns out I picked up the one that had no downforce on the back.
Ah.
I didn't even think it was
Yeah.
meant for F2s, but it worked.
Oxygen Thief, solid
Hello.
weekend. Solid weekend again. Just Abyss. Alright, so Abyss was pulling his hair out when you came in under safety car under the VNC. Talk us
I can
through
hear
your
that.
thought.
How's the feedback? Yeah, what was that
Yeah,
feedback?
fix your mic up.
It was coming out of yours, mate.
We good?
Yep.
Talk us about the VNC pit stop because Abyss was pulling his hair out about it.
I actually had wing
What-
damage from turn 1.
Oh,
Yes.
that makes a little more sense.
Because Abyss was just, just pulling that. Why? It's the worst mistake of the season so far.
And I also, what was it? Bit like lap 6 or 7 or something like that. My front left tyre was already on 60%, so I don't think it would have made it to the end.
Jeez.
Interesting.
Mm.
All right. So, I mean,
There's a bit of a shambles with the grid order on that last one.
yeah.
You're telling me.
All right. So we may as well get Dutchy, the Lewis Hamilton of the weekend, just winning, and winning. Talk us about your race.
Wasn't too bad. The feature race kind of had me a little bit worried when I had the 3-second time penalty and Oxygen was behind me. Corg, can you mute your mic, lad?
Yep, my bad.
And then on the last lap, I seen that we were 2.870, but like he was behind me, and it just stuck on that, and like it did the timing glitch where it just stayed on that, and I was like, oh no, this is not good. I was starting to freak out, and then Oxy, I think he just backed out a little bit and let me take the win, which is good sportsmanship to him. I'm pretty sure I'll probably pay him back during this season. Sprint race, yeah, it was a bit screwed up with the grid, but we got to do what we got to do. I asked some of the boys in the thing, and they said they want to keep the points, so I'll let them keep the points. No, it was a good win, and good points for the constructors as well, for FormulaOCE. So, yeah, good to have a teammate like Oxygen.
The Valtteri Bottas.
An absolute domination for FormulaOCE again here in round 4. Is that what we're going to see for the rest of the season from you two, or do you
I
think
hope so.
anyone's going to be able to come up and contend with you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we need a couple of more drivers. So if anyone that's watching is interested in an Xbox F1 2020 League, there's a couple of drivers that don't show up to races or don't even check in. So just give one of us a message. My name's up on the screen now, so it's under RRL Dutchy. Just give us a message on Xbox and we'll get you sorted. Hopefully someone can compete soon because, yeah, I don't think we're going to slow down anytime soon.
Now,
Yeah,
Definitely.
Now,
I don't know what the go with Formula is. He's fast, but he always comes in during the sprint race.